Hey guys, Matt here. This is my review of Murder on the Orient Express. This movie is directed by Kenneth Branagh, who previously directed the remake of Sleuth as well as the first Thor movie. This movie stars Kenneth Branagh himself, as well as Johnny Depp, Josh Gad, Daisy Ridley, Michelle Pfeiffer, Judi Dench, and Willem Dafoe. The Murder on the Orient Express is based off the Agatha Christie book and is a movie that's been remade quite a few times. The most famous version of this is from 1974 with Vanessa Redgrave, Albert Finney, and Sean Connery. And so this is a movie that doesn't have to be made, but it's one of those things that are made because it's like, okay, we will retell this story, but we'll use today's actors, both young and old, and we'll see how it plays out. Now, is this movie different from the original movie? Yes, it's obviously more modern, with more contemporary actors, but it's very close to the book. Now, for those of you that don't know, the plot is, it's 1934, and there's this train leaving Istanbul called the Orient Express. And the world's greatest detective, Hercule Poirot, is played by Kenneth Branagh. And he's on this train, and there is a murder that takes place. And so we get a movie that's a lot like Clue, just less comedic, where this detective has to figure out who did it. Going into this version of this classic story, I thought it would be a lot of flash and no substance. I thought it would be these big name actors and actresses, but the plot wouldn't be that strong. Well, I was wrong. This movie was really enjoyable, and I really liked it. Now you have Kenneth Branagh, who's directed a whole lot of stuff, a bunch of Shakespeare things. He's a great actor. He was in Harry Potter, he was in Shackleton, he was in Othello. He's a great actor. And so his portrayal of this detective is nothing less than entertaining. He has, this OCD, but he's also very serious at times and lighthearted at others. So he did a really good job. The supporting cast, I thought, was going to have a couple standouts, and the rest would just fade into the background. They would be a character that would pop up every once in a while to make you go, oh yeah, I forgot so-and-so was in this movie. But I was wrong, because every character had ample screen time. They had that one scene that you'll remember them for. But also, this movie kept you guessing. There were a lot of really interesting scenes where the camera would sweep by a train car, and in the windows you would see individual characters, or Poirot would walk through the hallways and the train cars, and you would see each character doing something that may be suspicious, but may be innocent. One thing that did surprise me about this movie, and not the end result and who's guilty, but it's that the use of digital photography. There's a lot of scenes that reminded me of the Polar Express, in the sense that when it showed the outside of the train, sometimes it would look almost too fake, and it kind of would take me out of the movie. Granted, there are shots and scenes that you physically can't film outside the train or of, Istanbul or outside locations, but I felt they should have used practical effects. They should have made it feel more claustrophobic. And even though this movie did focus on only one or two locations, you did get that sense of urgency of, okay, the killer is here somewhere, I just don't know where. Actually, this movie was really well done. Kenneth Branagh really knows his way behind the camera, and I liked how none of the actors and actresses were wasted here. Considering all the things that a lot of these actors have been in, you'd think, okay, well, this is going to be a throwaway role, or this role's not going to be that important, but it turns out they all actually were integral to the plot. So this movie was a pleasant surprise. I thought it was really well done, and I really enjoyed it. The acting, the music, the story was engaging, and so I like this movie. I'm going to give Murder on the Orient Express a B+. This is a really good movie, guys. Till next time, see ya.